inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you, 'cause real women don't bitch, no. Real women don't, 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 real women don't bitch.
Hey, thank you for joining me on the Real Women Don't Bitch podcast. This is your proud host, August Crenshaw, aka Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. I am the #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs because building mental muscle is necessary in order to implement successful business strategies. This show has been created for the woman who is not excuse-driven and needs help building a profitable business. I will be interviewing women from various fields who are willing to break the silence on struggles that specifically affect female entrepreneurs. Welcome to a show where I and guest speakers from time to time share our methods that help us beast our business no matter what is going on in our lives. Whether you are an online or brick and mortar business owner, this show is for you. We will hit every angle, personal, professional, and spiritual. Why? Because on any given day, you get hit with shit from a scenario involving one, more, or perhaps all of the above. It all impacts you and your mindset towards your business. I have made it my personal mission to provide a space where we dive deep into the BS we face on a day-to-day basis. All right, ladies, I almost went off into a tangent and did a rant in the last podcast, and I said, no, I'm saving this one. So welcome back. I wanted to talk to you guys about the work ethic of people and their investment levels. Okay, so I call this one "If the Price is Right," and then it could have ended with "People will do the work," and that's not true. That is so not true. I mean, don't get me wrong. There is a direct correlation with investment and the type of behaviors people have with doing the work. But please understand that it is the value of the investment, not the dollar amount. And this is coming from someone who has had people spend $7,500, $4,000, $6,000, $200-$300, $97 a month, to work with them. And I have seen people that have spent a lot of money not do the work. They don't get it twisted. So I remember I've had more than one client that's done this, but this one, she just always sticks out in my head because when we were in the middle of the coaching relationship, as things kept happening with her, she would keep disappearing. And I'm like, she paying me all this money to do this one-to-one work with her. Part of me, I got two things going on. Number one, I'm not going to let your dream die. And number two, excuse me, if you don't do this work, yeah, I could justify and prove all day long that you bullshitted around. But my reputation as a coach is on the line. And since I deal with mindset work, I'm going to go ahead and chase your crazy ass. Where you at? Come on, get back in here, get over yourself, and let's get busy. What's going on? But I'm just sitting there looking at her like, come on, man. You already spent thousands of dollars to be in a group coaching program with me. Now you paying to be a one-to-one client, and because some things are getting crazy, you falling off the planet. It's as hard as your big as your investment is. I would believe that you would make sure that you were doing everything to keep this relationship intact. And so it's not true that people do that. Now, on the other hand, and I keep on referencing this one woman in particular, she's not the only one, but I've given out free coaching to people, 6 months worth of free coaching at me being the white glove level coach that I would be for anybody. And so for those of you that are familiar with Cami, who is launching her Spanish curriculum. Oh my goodness, super duper excited for her. For those of you that may be following her, because she's been a speaker here on the podcast. When she first started working with me, she was in a group coaching program that was only $97. But before we barely got started, she won 6 months one-to-one coaching with me. And when I tell you, she treated our relationship like she gave me 50 G's. She was so involved in the process. And there were things that I was telling her to do. They were ugly and they hurt, but she cried and she did it anyway. And there were things that I was telling her to do. And I even gave her a little bit of leeway, like, if she don't get this done between her working a job, 4 kids and a husband, I don't know how it's going to happen. Baby, don't ask me how, but it happened. Super duper laser focus. And she did the work, and in 9 months left her job. So you cannot say that there's a direct correlation with investment just because of the dollar amount. It's about the value to the person. So I got a person in one of my groups like right now that came. We had this long conversation. She's like, I've been in business for X amount of years. Everything was going good. Everything changed. I lost my lease with this location. Now I'm at this place. I'm doing these things, and things just aren't working out. And I've been listening to you and following you. I'm so connected to you. I know I need your help. This woman gave her last $2 to be in the group coaching program. And when I tell you that for something that is a DWY experience done with her, she has taken these trainings. And when I tell you fire has lit up under her feet, she isn't rushing through. She isn't saying, oh, I watched that video and I did what you said, coach. She's like, okay, I did this. I want to make sure that I'm on point with this. I'm finna go out here and seize me some more clients. I'm getting ready to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm feeling rejuvenated and reinvigorated. So here it is. She's not spending 10K, 20K. Shit, she ain't even spent 1K yet. She got to be in a group for 5 months just to get the 1K. But when I say that she is in there, she's dedicated and she's committed, she is. And I think psychologically, sometimes you guys, because you hear people say, when you invest $5,000, you're telling the universe that someone will invest $5,000 with you, that you're discouraged about being involved in certain programs, or you don't necessarily value your investment, whether it's books, whether it's courses, low ticket coaching programs, high ticket coaching programs. The question is, have you given all that you have to give? Have you made the sacrifice and put it on the line as far as it pertains to you? Yeah, I got to get just a little biblical. I ain't going to get all preachy on you. But for those of you all that read the Bible, Jesus gave this analogy about this man who was in the temple like, yeah, look at me, God. I fast, X amount of days a week and I pay my tithes. Look at me, all this I'm putting in the offering. And then there was a woman who only had 1 mite. Basically, let's just give it the equivalent of like a 2 cent. She put her 2 pennies in the basket, and Jesus said that her gift was more valuable and meant more than theirs because she gave from all that she had to give. And in this entrepreneurial journey, a lot of times that's what it's really about. A person giving all that they have to give. And so as a coach that offers a vast array of products and services, I'm here to set the record straight. You don't have to have high ticket coaching packages in order to get quality people to work with you. But what you do have to have is a very thorough screening process. Now, see, when people decide they want to work with me, I'll just get excited. I mean, don't get me wrong. Any one of you all can go to the site. You could click the link and you can join the group. It's such a low ticket, low barrier of entry price, $200 a month to come in and fix my business. You could do that. But I talk to people and I connect with them. I actually was going to work with a woman, and every time I talked to her, she was sleeping. 11 o'clock, you still sleep? And I understand life to been a little shitty. Business ain't going the way you want to go. But nah, see, you don't have the eye of the tiger. If I would have to be making sure you setting up an alarm clock just to get up, nah, you're not the kind of person that I want to work with. And if you keep missing appointments because you overslept and you weren't thinking, no matter how much I want to save the world and help people, and God knows I do, because I find myself trying to help so many people. And every once in a while, I get really close to helping somebody that honestly just isn't at the place to receive my help. But as soon as I see the red flags, I'll be like, oh, no. I know we said we were gonna, but that's okay. Thank you, for everything you've done. And then I keep it pushing. You know what I mean? So when you're out here pricing your products and services, make sure that the price point that you have is the one that's going to pull the right value from people. Because I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of times when people spend a lot of money, Instead of them feeling like they've got an opportunity of a lifetime and they're about to get their hands on some work to do, they actually kind of have an entitlement mentality as if they paid for work to get done with them. Done for them. And at the end of the day, as an entrepreneur, you still have to do the work. So let me just make it clear. You pay top dollar to not have to watch training videos and not have to interpret things and then get a little bit of feedback. You pay top dollar for somebody to walk through you with everything in an expedited fashion so that it doesn't take you, what could take you 2 or 3 weeks of figuring out on your own could be 1 hour session talking to your coach. That's what you pay for, but you still got to get out there and do the work yourself. Some of you need to grow the hell up and realize that you're not paying for the answers. You're paying for solid direction with wisdom to avoid a bunch of stupid mistakes that you should not have to make. So if the price is right, not high or low, but if the price is right, people will do the work. So if you've been fumbling over your prices and you've been trying to figure out what it is that you're supposed to do, how you should properly price your products and services, this is one of those other things that my clients get from me. You guys, head on over to augustcrenshaw.com/services and come into the Fix My Business group. Literally only $197 a month. You've been following me. You've been listening to this podcast. You've been motivated. You've been inspired. But now if you want to start digging in and getting tailor-made information for you and not just the generalizations, even though I can kind of get specific here on the podcast, but you still need the specifics for you. It may be a specific podcast, but it's still a generalization once you receive it. How about we get you out of that place and get you into a place where you allow me to serve you to help you expand your business. August Crenshaw /services. Go click the DWI button, done with you, and sign up for the Fix My Business coaching program. It is non-committed. It's a non-commitment offer. You come in, you like it, you stay. You don't, you go, but you're going to love it. You're not going to want to leave. It's going to be difficult to leave such a brilliant sisterhood of badasses in there that are making their dreams happen. So thank you guys always for tuning in to the podcast. We're doing the damn thing. We've been connected for quite some time and I'm loving it. And for all the new listeners, don't forget, go head out there and give us a review. And I'll chat with you all later. Oh, whoa. Don't forget. Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The podcast is live. You can catch me through Facebook on my business page to get the information for Zoom so that you can come and listen to the broadcast live, ask questions and chime in with the chat. And that's it. All right. I love y'all. Bye.
Thank you for joining me today. Remember to cultivate a mindset that is biased towards taking action. No bitching, whining, or complaining. Here, our mantra is, real women don't bitch, we get shit done. See you next week as I continue to bring you what you need to keep your head in the game and beast your business. Don't forget to hit subscribe and leave us a 5-star review. Would you like a specific topic covered? Have a question you would like answered live? Then head on over to realwomen.don't bitch podcast.com. Subscribe to my email list, hit me up, and I got you. Interested in being a guest speaker? You walk the walk? Then you can sign up on the website too. This is your #1 advanced mental conditioning specialist for entrepreneurs, Mrs. Raw, Real, and Relentless. Signing out. Deuces.
Inspire, empower, grab your girls and soar a little higher. Unlock the fire in you.